I am here with the legendary Dr. Frederick Douglass Haynes III. He is here with us at our second annual Bible is Black History Institute, and he was the guest preacher tonight. And he preached from Psalms 126, turned up for the turnaround, and he approached that text from a top down, from a bottom up rather than top down, the biblical hermeneutic. And we have Dr. Freddie Haynes with us here
Bless you,
on
man.
tonight, man. Talk to us a little bit about the Bible is Black history and why you think it's relevant. Why do you feel like it's important, if you feel it's important at all? And then share a few things about the subject matter you dealt with tonight.
Right. Okay, well, man, again, I want to thank you for the invitation. As far as I'm concerned, I'm witnessing a an ecclesial revolution, as it were, a black church revolution. I never will forget, Henry Mitchell, in his book, Black Church Beginnings, says that during enslavement, every black pastor converted his black pulpit into a platform for abolition.
My God.
And because they connected faith with what was going on in the everyday lives of the people. And of course, to preach abolition is not just to deal with the systems that enslaved, but the mindset of the people that had become enslaved. And so when you talk about the Bible as black history, we've witnessed a whitewashing of the Bible and the lie that is told by the empire to justify the continued oppression. That's why, I read this sister, oh man, I can't think of her name, but anyway, she said that they talk about how the 11 o'clock hour is the most segregated hour in the country.
Right.
She said it should be because we don't worship the same God. I mean, we ain't worshiping the God of Paula White. You and Robert Jeffries ain't worshiping the same God. Me and Jerry Falwell, we ain't worshiping the same God because they have a top-down hermeneutic, and on top of that, their theology is complicit with the oppression of the empire. That's how they can pray for a president whose policies prey on people. And so when you talk about the Bible as black history, I mean, it's powerful because what you're saying is we got to be delivered as a people, and I'm sorry to say it, but it's just the truth, from always buying into what white folks say about God, about Scripture, because what they're going to say is always going to benefit the empire. And you're coming at Scripture, first of all, I mean, I love it. The Bible is a black history. You showed that piece, and I saw it on 60 Minutes some years ago about that tribe that's in South Africa, right? And I mean, scientifically, it was proven they come directly from Israel. I mean, they are the original Israelites, as it were. So we see what they look like,
Right.
okay? And so really, I'm trying to figure out where are the white people in the Bible now? Because we've been taught to believe just the opposite when, again, geographically, Bible's black history because Genesis 2, 10 through 14, those rivers are spoken of. Those rivers are in Africa.
That's right.
Period, the end.
Right.
And so the Bible starts in Africa. I was going to do this tonight, but you had killed me, so I couldn't even get to it.
Man, stop.
And that is, it talks about how God, if you really want to be literal, God, when he made, humanity, God scooped the dust, the dirt, the rich soil of Africa, not the white sands of Florida,
Right.
but the rich dirt of Africa. This is what that dirt looks like, okay? That dirt looks like you and me. So really, it starts in Africa. Jesus goes to hide in Africa. You only hide where you blend in. So, you can't hide a blonde, blue-eyed baby in the hood in Egypt.
That's right.
It just don't happen.
Right.
So what you're doing is, for me, if the truth sets you free, and this is the truth, imagine, number one, the cultural esteem black people will have now. William Augustus Jones said, the number one sin of black people is the absence of self-esteem. It's like we've lost the sense of who we are. So, man, what you're doing, as far as I'm concerned, it's revolutionary, and it's gonna revolutionize the black church from the inside out. So what I witnessed tonight, man, it just set me on fire. And you know what I try to do was just give the invitation.
Well, man, what you're talking about, the white male supremacy system, is so ingrained in us
Yeah.
that it's going to take some time to get that out of us. Tonight,
Right.
I was doing a book signing with my children's book, and all of the images in the children's book
I love
reflect us.
I love it.
And there's an image in the children's book with Jesus on the cross.
Yeah.
A lady came to me and turned to that just tonight. She attended the Bible's Black History Institute. She came to me with the book. I was getting ready to sign it. She flipped to the Jesus page and said, "I'm disturbed at that picture." And I said, "Why would you be disturbed?" Disturbed because this looks like a brother. This doesn't look like a Jew.
Jesus.
And I said, "Well, were you disturbed when you saw a white man hanging on the cross? Did that disturb you?"
Right.
She said, "Not really, but this disturbed me." It is so ingrained in us that she can't imagine Jesus looking like
Right.
her nephew.
Right.
It's just,
Right.
you know, so we got a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
And we got a lot to work through.
Yeah.
But man, your sermon turned up for the turnaround.
Bless you,
where you deal with that passage from the bottom up.
Yeah.
That Psalm 126 was masterful.
Praise
And
God.
I thank God for you, man.
Thank you, man.
I'm with
Thank
the
you.
legendary Dr. Frederick Douglass
That's the legend.
Haynes III. He was with us as the guest preacher for our Bible is Black History Institute, the concluding night, and how appropriate it is for Dr. Haynes to be the one to close it out because he really shut it down tonight.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
All righty.